Alright everyone, and welcome. This is a quick video to show you why your CPU temperature might be quite high and the reason behind it and how you can resolve it. So first of all, what I want to show you is basically the fact that what I'm seeing right now on my screen is my Ryzen 7 5800X is showing about 50 odd degrees temperature, and GPU is perfectly fine. When I'm gaming, I've noticed quite a few times that temperature of the CPU would be quite high, although it's only using about 13 to 20% on the load, and the GPU is about 70. But especially the CPU went up to about 80 odd degrees. Now, if you've got a computer, especially in the computers, of course, I'm talking about, and you've got multiple users using the computer, this is where the problem could be. Normally, if somebody's logged on and you do a shutdown, it will should log you off and then shut down, and the next person that logs on shouldn't be having any problems. But in my case, what would happen is I would do my son or somebody would be playing in the morning, they would play the game, whatever, leave their apps open and then do a shutdown thinking they're logged off, but in fact they weren't, because when I come back on and log on and play a game, the temperature used to be quite high up. And if you do a Control Alt Delete, go to Task Manager, and then under the users you'll see there's two users showing, and the first person that logged on initially would be disconnected, but the CPU usage still taking place, whereby it's doubling up on the CPU. And if there's any game or anything that was running at that point when the shutdown was done, maybe that could be running as well, and therefore causing a lot of problem. Now, there is a solve in a problem that I had on my one where the temperature is too high up and I didn't like it, but there is a solution for it, and it's a quite simple solution, and I'll show you that shortly. So the way to fix it is basically you go to Windows Setting, Accounts, okay, sorry about the picture, Sign In option, and right at the bottom under the privacy setting where it says use my signing info to automatically finish setting up my device after an update or restart, just turn that off. And what that will enable you to do is, for example, right now, if I was to shut this computer down, normally if I had that on, it will keep me logged on until the next person that logs onto the computer. If you do Control or Delete and User, you'll see that their name is appearing up there with the literally with the processing still taking place on CPU. So it's loading the CPU up more than it needs to, especially when I'm playing game, a demanding game normally, where the temperature could rise quite high up. So when you turn that off, what that will do is when you're logged in and you shut down, he will log you off, and when the next person go on, you won't be on there. The next person will be the only person that's logged onto the computer. Now that has resolved my problem completely, and I hope this helps you guys well, but this only applies to multiple users on a computer, so bear that in mind. And if you're having this problem, I'm hoping that this can solve your problem too. Alright, take care now, and hopefully see you soon.